Come on, let's get nuts.
Hello! What's happening, everybody? It is hump day, so stop your humping. Let's talk about some movies and stuff. What is going on? I don't know what was going on with the startup screen. It just was freezing up, so I was like, whatever. You know what happens. Glitchy. Glitchy, but what can you do? Anyways, how's everybody going? Where everybody at? Talk to me. All right, we got Mr. Fear Jason right here. How you doing? Whoa. Let's see. Make sure I hit that. How's everybody doing today? Talk to me, Got Mr. Run here. Good to see you. Hey, from Chicago, DJ. Good to see you. Someone's getting fired about WarnerMedia. I mean, we kind of predicted that, that's for sure. Yeah. Sooner or later, you gotta have someone shoot some footage of you driving down the highway at night in a convertible wearing, Jesus, that sounds like an actual, well, if you want to supply the budget for that, Eric, we could do it. Yeah, what's going on, Lock Zoo? We got Mike here. What's up, darling? Clean some house. Yay, let's go bangers. Yeah, that's right. You guys will be talking about that like crazy now, huh? James Jane, let's get nuts. Cheers. What's going on? Selena Kyle is here. We got JD McRae. Hola. We got Cara Zorel in the house. Legend, good to see ya. Good to see ya. Ryan, always good to see you too. Rosemary, especially always good to see you. Darling. Yeah, we got Selena. We got Victor here, coming from Hawaii. You're in Mr. Swenson's neck of the woods, huh? Well, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. Carrie, Dave, make Wednesday a good day. All right, did you have a bad day today? Well, we could hopefully make it better, huh? What's going on? We got Captain Gator Girl right here as well. So, good to see everybody. Make sure you smash that like, thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. We got, and then, of course, you want to become a member. Do the member stuff. I got members, do a members-only stream. Of course, I got the Patreon right there if you want to help out the pirate ship with the Patreon, as well as, so does a membership as well. And then, of course, we got the Film Junkee Closet down below with merchandise. Yo, Mr. Venom, good to see you. Yes, it definitely is hump day, yes. Yeah, thank you for clicking in. Hopefully you're watching live. If you're not watching live, guess what? You can actually jump, because I do chapter everything out when I'm done. So, but of course, these are going to be the main topics right here. This crazy guy right here. Yeah, I love his poses with his sunglasses. And then this beautiful woman right here just got landed at Big Roll, that came not too long ago. And then we'll talk about this poor guy right here that just can't catch break with certain things when it comes to franchises. And then a little update, a little rumor thing going on with the Green Lantern series. So that's what we'll be talking about. Can't lean on that foot. You know what, guys? Random thing happened. So I don't know how exactly it happened, but it happened. I don't know if this has happened to you. It probably has. But it's happened to me before. But so, I'm a standing kind of guy. Obviously, I do my show standing. When I'm working, I stand. I think it's good practice to have. Sitting down, we sit down entirely too much. Especially if you have a desk job like I do. I'm always in front of computers. It's just not good to sit down for an entire day. So I stand. And, and of course I wear my shoes, my Skechers shoes that are very, very comfy, okay? So, but yesterday, I remember when I was preparing the show, and then I was getting ready for the show, and I put on my shoes again, I was like, man, why is one of my toes feels funny? Why does that, it feels funny? And then even when I was doing the show and doing my normal thing, jumping around, I'm like, damn, I must have just I guess my toe was rubbing inside my shoe, and it just kind of I don't know, just something happened. So then when I got done with everything, I go and take my shoes off, take my sock off, and go, turns out my third toe, the nail broke, but way too low. Like half of it broke off. So there was dried blood and my toenail falling off. So I was like, ow. So it's a little tender today. Ooh, that is tender. So, man, so that's what I'm like kind of been dealing with all day today. But yeah, so just trying to be make sure it's like nice and comfy. But yeah, that hurts. It does hurt, especially when you take off the sock. You got to be careful with that. I got to do it slowly. Guys, slowly. So what's going on, the Buck? How you doing? We got Superior right here as well. So yeah, so I thought I'd start off the show by talking about my bloody toe and my half nail that's on it. That's gonna be nice and yeah. Toenails are weird. I have no idea how I did it. I don't know if I kicked something when I had my shoes off or something, but yeah, that shit's annoying, especially when you get your, especially if you take your shoes off. You take your shoes off and then your socks and say, like, because I stand around, so, there might be a little bit of moisture, so the sock doesn't exactly come off. So when I took that did not feel great. So busted toenails are the worst. Ingrown toenails are best. Luckily, I've never had an ingrown toenail. I've always been pretty good at not having ingrown toenails. Thank God. Because my brother used to get ingrown toenails, not me. I've never gotten an ingrown toenail, so yeah. But I don't know. I don't know what I did. And hey, we got Superior. He's a basic member. Welcome. Thank you for being joining the members. Now you have access to those members-only streams where I say some, I give a little extra tea and whatnot in some of those vlogs right there. So thank you. Foot fetish? Yeah, who's got a foot fetish? Man, we know Tarantino does, right? Teasing us with toes, yeah. Oh, so it looks like Martia got himself a little bit of a foot thing. I don't understand the foot fetish. Not really. I mean, I've never been a foot kind of guy. I'll give foot rubs, sure. I'll give some foot rubs. I've given some foot rubs in my day, but I'm not like, giggity. I'm not like Quagmire and just like, I'm not that. But, I'll rub a foot. They don't fully disgust me, but I've never been big on the whole thing. But anyways, hey, I'm not going to judge. Whatever gets the rocks off. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. What's going on, Mr. Darren? Laugh now, cry later. It's not a foot fetish if it's Dave. There you go. That's well said right there. Darling. Toenail pain, yeah. Yeah, it was funny because sometimes if I'm moving around a lot, I'll have, the inside of my foot's rubbing the inside of my shoe and it just kind of gets it just rubs and you just get a little raw spot. And I thought that's what it was, but no, once I took my sock off, I was like, oh, my freaking toenail broke in half somehow. So, oof. Damn. You found out your crush has a boyfriend? Aw. Yeah, that's never fun. That's never fun there, Ryan. But, still less weird, right? Is Jesse even here? Yeah, Jesse, I remember he was going a little crazy when I was, sometimes it would, especially during the summer months, and it'd get a little hot here, obviously with the lights on and stuff. And depending on what kind of shirt I was wearing, yeah, sometimes you get a little moisture right there. So it's okay, guys. Like I said, whatever floats your boat, we all have our little things. Some of them are a little more interesting than others, but hey, we're all human. Whatever works for you. That's all that matters. Anyways, guys, all right. Well, I appreciate you guys clicking in on this hump day. November 3rd, of course. Man, we're already right into November right now. I got to pay rent. Oof, I got to pay rent right after this. I got to remember to do that. I always wait till the last day to pay rent, right at the last minute, But yeah, it's just me. So I'll have to run over to the rental office right when I'm done with the show. So, anyways, guys, boop. All right, let's go ahead and go to the tweets. Let's see what happened in Twitter world today, huh? All right, let me make sure I got all that. Not that. All right, here we go. All right, let's go to the tweets. Let me minimize that. There we go. All right, let's go to these tweets. All right, let's see what I forgot to have the sound, but whatever. All right, let's see what happened in the Twitter world today. All right, so this is pretty cool right here. Cinemark Theaters tweeted this out earlier today. They said, us, when we see Zack Snyder trending, because yes, the man has been trending. The man has been trending for 5 days. It's been awesome. It's been pretty awesome. been pretty awesome that Zack Snyder has been trending, because it's just been Zack Snyder news, Zack Snyder news, Zack Snyder news, and that spilled over to today too. He was also trending today because of the news yesterday about, of course, Sofia Boutella being cast in Rebel Moon, which was great stuff. Great stuff. Speaking of Zack Snyder, I mean, come on. Yeah, Zack Snyder casting Oscar Isaac in this role might be the most ingenuous and fitting and most predicting cast decision ever made. It was a good role. But remember, this was a cutout scene. So this is in the extended version, of course, in Sucker Punch. It's a good little musical between him and Carla Gugino right there. So, yeah, I completely agree. Casting Oscar Isaac right there. That was before Oscar Isaac took off, too. See, Zack Snyder knows he just knows. He knows star power. He knows who's going to be like that person. And Oscar Isaac was not really known when it came to Sucker Punch. And now he's just a household name now, and he's all over the place. So that's what's cool. I thought this was funny right here. You watch porn. I watch the Batman trailer. We are not the same. Oh, good old Gus right there, right? And currently right now, guys, my Batman the Fanimated stream co-host, Mr. Scott McClellan, of course, you guys know who Scott is, of DC Squadcast, and of course he shows up on the Vodka stream as well. This is what he's currently watching Dune on this screen right here. Look at the size of this fucking screen. It's 5 stories high. This is a total full-on IMAX dome type. My God, look at that thing. It's a full-on IMAX dome. He's watching Dune on this big, huge screen right here. Jesus Christ. What's going on, Mr. Strong Arm Flicks? That is insane. I would love to watch especially Dune on that screen. My God. That is insane. So that's pretty cool. So lucky for him. He's enjoying. He's on Arrakis right now, just fully actually on that. That's the side of the planet right there. So. And we got some more information, apparently some more news, according to Daniel RPK. Obviously, you got to take it with a grain of salt. But according to Daniel RPK, he confirms that Colin Farrell's Penguin series will begin filming in mid-2022, being described as a prequel and a sequel to The Batman. Lauren LaFranc will be showrunner. So there you go. Remember when they announced this? We're going to get more of this guy. Easy, sweetheart. Come on. This is going to be I love it. Absolutely love it. I want to know how long it takes for them to put the prosthetics on, the makeup on. How long is Colin Farrell in the chair? And that's going to be pretty grueling, to be honest. That's going to be pretty grueling for Colin to be now heading a series based on this character. So every day he's going to have to be in the makeup chair. That's going to be some long hours right there. Because when it comes to the Batman, apparently he's not in it all that much. He says couple scenes, 2, 3 maybe, scenes. Significant scenes, of course. But man, he's going to have to get in that chair every single day. And that's just it still amazes me. Just give the makeup artist Academy Awards already. I mean, you made a pretty man ugly as hell. I mean, you really did. They did a good job. When he got cast as the Penguin, nobody knew exactly what was going to happen. We were all thinking Colin Farrell is a Penguin. What the fuck? That doesn't make sense. And this is a good prologue to the Gal Gadot story about her being the evil queen, because a lot of people were kind of going well, wait a minute, that woman is gorgeous. Well, Colin Farrell, it's a pretty good-looking chap. Just saying. Unrecognizable. Let's just say that. Just leave it at that. We'll get to that story. For those people that are like, what? How could Gal play the evil queen? How? But anyways, so that's going to be interesting. And, of course, there was always rumors that Selena Kyle, Catwoman, she's going to get her series as well. So we'll all be looking forward to that, hearing that news and everything. So, yeah, can't wait. Can't wait, sweetheart. Anyways. And then No Nut November, right? No Nut November. See, this is one of the things I was going to say last night, but this is pretty funny right here. Batman making sure people don't lose No Nut November. This is on the first episode on Leather Wings right here. It's basically Batman does a little C blocking, does a little cock blocking right there. Yeah, he definitely does. So interrupting these two scientists that were making out right here. I'm telling you, the first episode of Batman the Animated Series, it was pretty dark. It had some blood in it. It had two people making out, and this was supposed to be a kid show. I don't know if I could take part in No Nut November. If I did, I would be starting to get like 2 weeks in, I'd be very, very angry. I know I yell a lot already in this microphone, but it would get even worse if it came to that. So, no pun intended, but I'm just saying. I totally forgot that No Nut November was actually a thing. But if you take part in it, yeah, good luck to you. Good luck. I don't think that's going to happen. Can't happen with me. What's going on? Nicolay Vega, good to see you. Good to see you. And right here, according to Mr. Marr right here, I'm not sure where this quote came from, but hey, it sounds pretty awesome right here. Zack Snyder wants a prequel with Peters next in the Armyverse. I think Tig's character, of course, could be really fun to find out how she went from doing dry narrations of her helicopter tours at the Grand Canyon to piloting a zombie rescue mission. That would be interesting. That would definitely be interesting. It was in this Variety article right here. Part of the, obviously promoting Army of Thieves, and they asked Zack Snyder which other character could get a prequel. Well, there you go right there. You already failed? I know. See, Jose, it's like that episode of Seinfeld. When it comes to No Nut November, like, it's like that episode of Seinfeld when they're doing the bet and Kramer just like comes in and then just slaps the money on the counter and goes, "I'm out." I mean, come on. It's probably most of us, right? And man, so talk about bummer news today. Shit. I was not expecting this anytime soon. Giants fans, obviously, breaking news. San Francisco Giants catcher Buster Posey will announce his retirement tomorrow. The 34-year-old has been in the organization since 2008 and served as the centerpiece for San Francisco's 3 championships in 5 years. He'll undoubtedly receive some Hall of Fame votes. Man, this kind of bummed me out. Still bums me out, man. Buster retiring. This early, too. 34, that's kind of early. But he is a catcher. So catchers, their bodies get put through the ringer. Definitely. But this made me sad. So tomorrow, Buster Posey. Man, he was the heart of the fucking Giants, man. Heart of the Giants. Heart of the Giants. Oh, shut up, Jose. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, man. We'll see how many home runs that Buster hit on those Dodgers. Those Doyers. Man, but that saddened me today. That saddened me. Big time. Neo's the one. He's the one. But it's okay because I'm about to cheer everybody up with Selma Hayek. That's right. Selma Hayek and From Dusk Till Dawn. This, I'm starting to feel a little bit better now seeing this image again because, yeah, not too shabby. Man, tell you what. Speaking of the foot fetish thing, she puts her foot in Quentin Tarantino's mouth in this movie. Whew, man. It is kind of funny because when you go back, when you realize that they're like Tarantino has a foot fetish, and he wrote From Dusk Till Dawn too, by the way, and the fact that he's in the movie, and yes, there's literally Selma Hayek's foot is like in his mouth. But anyways, god damn it. And she still looks good. Still looks good. Uh-oh, go to Ayer's Twitter. Uh-oh. David Ayer. David Ayer's Twitter? What? I'll look it up in a little bit here. I'll look it up in a bit. Let's get through these other tweets here first. Okay? Well, let me see. Let me see here. Ayer, hold on. Okay, yeah, that's right. So there you go. There you go right there. Posting that. David Ayer. Nah, he hasn't been quiet in a while. Look at that. Posting an image of, oh man. There you go. Posting another image of Jared Leto's Joker right there. Jared Leto's Joker right there. Look at that. There you go, guys. He's been quiet for a little bit. He's definitely been quiet. He's been definitely quiet right there. And now look at him. He just decided that Jared killed it, but no one knows. Nobody knows? Yeah. Oh, don't sing that song, right? Go ahead and retweet that. But jeez. Jeez. Ayer's Twitter right there, man. Jeez. It's pretty cool. So he just posed for that right there. I love the Batman tattoo with like the knife in it. I really like that. And then of course you got the dead Robin tattoo. Really like that as well. The tattoos are great. I mean, yeah, the damage tattoo on the forehead might have been a little bit much, but I think all the other tattoos really worked. Really worked. They really worked. I like the haha tattoos all in and everything, and then the smile across the belly and Joker and everything. That's pretty damn cool. There you go. Now there's a Joker right there. And yes, we just don't know. We don't know how much he killed it because, Jesus Christ, like I said, remember when the release the Ayer cut Twitter handle said about 40% of what we saw in the theatrical was essentially what David Ayer wanted. So 60% is not what he wanted. Now that doesn't mean that everything was entirely reshoots, because they did clarify it, and I did realize, like, yeah, it doesn't mean that that 60% of the movie was entirely reshoots, but a lot of it was. But a lot of it was repurposed. Some of it was repurposed scenes as well. And when it comes to this guy right here, we are missing plenty of scenes. Some dark scenes as well, too. So, man, I tell you what. Yeah, we all want to see it. We all definitely want to see it. And you know what's funny about that? What's interesting about that, or I should say when the Ayer cut gets released, that's going to reinvigorate Jared Leto once again to want to do more Joker. That's the thing. He's going to want to do more Joker, just like when Snyder brought him back, when Snyder pulled him back in to do the additional photography, The Nightmare. He was all about doing so much more Joker. He wanted to just let's go. But obviously, he only had, just a scene with him and Batman, which is just such a great scene in Justice League. But I'm telling you, Ayer cut gets released, Jared Leto is gonna go nutso and probably want to be like, hey, can I do more of this, please? And then hopefully David Zaslav, which we'll be talking about in a little bit, will be like, yes, you can. What do you want to do, Jared? Huh? You want to do some more? You want to do a Joker movie, huh? Something like that? A series, maybe? What's Margot Robbie doing? Yeah, that Birds of Prey movie was a halfway good idea, but it should have still been a Joker and Harley movie that got released on Valentine's Day. God, such a missed opportunity that happened. Anyways. David Ayer. Killing it. Oh, back to school to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool. There we go. We got Adam Sandler tweeting out Billy Madison, day one. Look at that. Billy Madison Productions, Inc. I love that. So we had this little paper right here that kind of showed Billy Madison, sunny weather, sunrise, yeah, there you go. Day one. Little call sheet kind of thing. Yeah, stand-in, characters. Everything, Eric's secretary, all this stuff. So, yeah, Adam Sandler just showing some. This is before it was Happy Madison Productions. So after Happy Gilmore came out, obviously they changed it to Happy Madison. But at first it was Billy Madison, Billy M Productions Inc. right here. But yeah, here's the first day call sheet right here. Pretty awesome stuff. You don't like Madonna? Oh yeah, she dressed up as Harley Quinn, right? Yeah, Madonna freaks me out. She's like what? She's like 105 and still trying to keep her youth. It's just weird. It's a little weird to me. I don't know. I mean, she looked all right. She looked good. Don't get me wrong. But it's just like, I don't know. She seems a little cuckoo cachoo now, I don't know. But that's just me. Hey, the Broken Lizard guys, they're developing a new movie that's a Hunchback of Notre Dame satire. So these guys, the Broken Lizard guys, I was wondering what happened. I mean, they haven't really done much. I mean, two of the Broken Lizard guys, Steve Lemmy and, God, I can't remember the other guy's name. Heffernan. Can't remember his first name. But, you know, the big guy and the small guy, I guess you could say, they have their own TV show, Tacoma FD. They have their own TV show, but I was wondering whatever happened to like the other guys. When is Broken Lizard going to do another movie? But apparently it's in development right now, so that's pretty good. What's going on? What's going on, Mr. Akbar? How you doing? And Deadline is reporting that Eternals is eyeing a $75 million opening weekend. Ranks as Fandango's second best pre-seller of the year. So there you go. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of talk about this. I don't know. I mean, it's always interesting. There's so much talk about this. I even saw a tweet from Grace. I saw a tweet when she was just like talking about like, you know, is the MCU fans, are they gonna show up? And it's like, of course they are. Okay, fan bases are loyal, and you know this all goes back to the whole stupid Rotten Tomatoes thing, which I'm so tired of because I mean. I get it. It's a useful tool for looking for critics' reviews, sure. But the rating system is fucking flawed, 100% flawed. Or should I say 50% or 60% flawed? No, it's flawed, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it is funny, the reception that I've talked about it too. The reception of it is, now all of a sudden MCU fanboys don't give a shit about Rotten Tomato scores. But they'll use it for their narrative. But then, on the other side, DC guy, most of the time, we're always saying, the DC fandom is always saying, like, who gives a shit about Rotten Tomatoes? But then, it's all funny. Everybody uses Rotten Tomatoes as a weird thing. But just go to the fucking movies. Judge for yourself, for the love of God. Release the Denny Cut. Release the Denny Cut. This shot right here. You remember this in the movie? No, because it was not in the movie. Duke Leto and Gurney discover a gruesome chest with severed fingers of spice workers left by the Baron with the note that reads, "My dear cousin Leto, welcome to Arrakis. There's a lot to learn. I thought I'd give you a few pointers." Ha! The scene was cut from the Dune movie. Yeah, there was a lot of other things that were cut from the Dune movie. Please, for the love of God, WarnerMedia, everything, man, please. Release that Denny cut. Release a super extended cut. I mean, call it a spice cut. There you go. Release the spice cut. Something like that. But then people will probably be like, what? Spice World? Are we talking about Spice World here? If you want to be my lover. Oh, God. I went there. Come on, please. Release. Just release it. For the love of God, for the love of Arrakis, for the love of Atreides, please release it. So yeah, there's just another little scene that's out, Yeah, and I'm sure Danny himself wanted it cut. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you think he wanted it cut? No, he did not. I guess this was too gruesome for a PG-13 rating. Okay, well then, if that is the case, then release the R-rated Denny cut. That's what I'm talking about. And Sofia Boutella, she, of course, is excited. This is what she had to say about here. Such an honor to be joining genius Zack Snyder on his new epic journey, the sci-fi adventure Rebel Moon at Netflix. Snyder is directing the film, as well as co-writing with Shay Hayton and Kurt Johnstead, based on a story by Snyder and Johnstead. Can't wait. Genius. She calls Zack Snyder a genius. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. So she is excited. As are we. This really cracked me up. This is a very... this is hilarious. Whoever made this GIF, I don't know, or this video, I just saw this on my feed, and it's just like Hail Hydra, and then you got Batman in here holding up a paper, and then... I seriously laughed way too hard at this GIF. It was perfect. I mean, it's so legit right there. Really good. And Tom Hanks, he declined going into space for Jeff Bezos because it cost $28 million fucking dollars. So William Shatner apparently paid $28 million to go to space. He probably got a discount because he's William Shatner, but Jesus Christ. According to Tom Hanks, $28 million bucks to go to space. It's a 12-minute flight. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's the flight of your life, but $28 million? Holy shit. Bezos? Do you have a coupon? I mean, you're already making billions of dollars already, man. Jeez. I tell you. And I completely agree with Ben Stiller right here. Can we all unite and end this awful practice? Yes, because if you guys didn't know this, daylight savings ends this Sunday. So, yes, we have to turn our clocks back. So we gain an hour, but then everything gets dark super early. I think we need to stop that. It's a practice that was mainly for farmers, right? Which I get, but I don't think we need that anymore because that was for old time. Now, agriculture, the farmers, they have new technologies now. It's all good and dandy. Why are we still doing that shit? I don't know. This is right here. Mr. Krypton Cage made this. Of course, pretty good little poster right there. I could tell what that background is. Looks like, kind of looks like a Kryptonian ship right there, but, did a good job. Good job. I need that. And look at these strapping young men right here. That's right. We got Snyder lifting some weights, and we got Matthias casually sweating and having his shirt cling to his six-pack abs. That's right. So, yes, that's right. Dieter, even though he might not seem like he's much, he's got a six-pack going on underneath that colorful clothing he wears. That's right. And here's a color palette for Last Night in Soho. Pretty awesome stuff. God damn, those eyes are hypnotic, man. Those eyes. I could just stare at those eyes. Jeez. Stare at those eyes. Quentin Tarantino's getting to the NFT game, which, man, I got to research more on the NFTs, man. I'm into the whole crypto game, but, man, I got to get into the NFT game because that's a whole other thing, too. But Quentin Tarantino is selling never-before-seen scenes from Pulp Fiction as NFTs. Crazy. He's probably going to make a killing off of that, too. So, good on him. Good on him for doing that. And, hey, we're all looking respectfully, guys. We're all looking respectfully at Leslie Grace doing some of her interesting Batgirl workouts. But, hey, whatever works. Yeah. Looking respectfully. Stomach kind of out. Loose sweats. But, hey, she's getting that Batgirl shape. Just saying. Showing. Yeah. I'll let her kick me in the face any day. All right. There's that. And yeah, guys, showing up to Warner Brothers to explain why they need to greenlight a Superman sequel like this. I'm not sure where this image came from. I just saw it on my timeline, and then I posted it today. But apparently Henry Cavill is in some kind of, doctor's trench coat scientist or whatever. Not sure what it's for. Not sure where the image came from. But hey, it's Henry Cavill, and it's like, God damn it, Warner Brothers, can you just give him a goddamn Superman movie? A Superman sequel, please? Pretty please? Zazie Beetz is ready to play Domino again, either in the next Deadpool film or her own origin movie, and I love what she had to say right here. I think I will. If Disney doesn't make it happen? I'll make it happen. Good on you. Make it happen, girl. And who wants to go in on this with me, huh? Who wants to, let's all pool our money together and let's buy the Chipmunks. It's only $300 million. Only $300. Why not? I used to love that. I watched the Chipmunks cartoon like crazy. The movies were horrible, but hey, whatever. Movies weren't for me. But let's pool our money, all right? Somebody start sending some super chats, all right? Send some super chats. We'll start pulling our money together. We'll buy the Chipmunks, and God knows what the hell we could do with them. That's pretty funny, though. The owners are looking to sell the rights for that much. Jesus Christ, that is crazy. Happy birthday to Tom Savini, of course, who's great horror movie effects, prosthetics, all that stuff. big in the biz. Of course, he was also in From Dusk Till Dawn. So, but yeah, he did a lot of this work. So happy birthday to him today. He was born in 1946, man. He's been at it for a while. Been definitely at it for a while. And congratulations to the Braves. That's right. The Astros, they can't win a World Series without banging on some trash cans. Yeah, he also did Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. You're right. Open the OnlyFans. That's right. But anyways, yeah, congratulations to the Braves. They of course, did I not have that on? No, I didn't, but it's all good. Yeah, they did not. The Astros, of course, did not win again. They got their asses handed to them, 7-0. That is crazy. That is crazy. Man, that is cool though. But hey, sorry. And I love what Bill Burr had to say right here. He said, I have to go do a spot. Congratulations to the Braves. Poor Astro fans are still have to deal with their Home Depot championship. Ouch. Ouch. Crazy. That's funny though. I love how he said that. Home Depot championship. That is hilarious. Turn that off. Shh. So there you go. They're the tweets, guys. Astros still can't win a World Series without cheating. I know. It's just weird, though, because they are a good team, but yet it just seems like, yeah, they just can't seem to pull it off. They can't seem to pull it off. Ah, well, what can you do? Nobody feels sorry for you. A lot of people don't feel sorry for you. That's for sure. That's for sure. Anyways, all right. Let's talk about David Zaslav and HBO Max and the WarnerMedia and all that stuff. All the merger, an update on the merger. There was an article that was released today by the Hollywood Reporter right here. So let's get a little update. This is pretty interesting because he's bringing somebody in. Somebody is coming in to watch over and consult HBO Max content. So here we go. Here's the right here. Brightburns. Whoop. Hold on. Brightburns. Let me bring it up here. Thank you, sir. Bringing up that. Do you like, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, we're almost there. We just need, 300 million more of you guys, and then we'll buy the Chipmunks. Just kidding. Do you like James Bond, specifically the Daniel Craig version? Because Craig's Bond has divided a lot of people. Yeah, he's my favorite James Bond. No Time to Die was excellent. Yeah, go check out my reviews of that. My first reaction and my full review and my spoiler discussion also. Yeah, I loved the Daniel Craig James Bond right there. Yeah, I thought it was great. I don't know why people don't like him. It doesn't make sense. I mean, it was anybody I talked to in real life loved the Daniel Craig Bond, because it just added something a little bit different, a little more hardcore. I mean, when you watch Casino Royale, that opening parkour type scene, everybody kind of went like, holy shit, this is a totally different James Bond. But I think a lot of people didn't like the fact that he had kind of like blondish hair and blue eyes. They didn't like that. That's why, like, the whole argument when it comes to, like, black James Bond, like people wanted Idris Elba to play that, and a lot of people were like, people want James Bond to be brunette and brown eyes. That's what they want, because that's what it was most of the time. So, it's not about, when people are calling people racist for that. It's like, no, that's not the case. People did not want blue eyes on James Bond. That's how crazy some of these Bond fanatics get. They hated the blue eyes. And it's pretty funny, too, because if you watch No Time to Die, there's a callback to the blue eyes about that whole thing. Because that was always the thing, was the blue eyes. Yeah, but I think he was the best. I think he was the best James Bond, in my opinion. All right. Sorry. My little spiel on James Bond right there. All right, let's see what we got here. So, Discovery CEO says Kevin Mayer joining as streaming consultant amid WarnerMedia merger. David Zaslav also touted the financial momentum going into the planned merger is as better than expected and said the combined company's debt will be lower than originally expected. So that's good. So they projected the debt that WarnerMedia already had. It was not going to be as bad. So we got Discovery is bringing on former top Disney executive and his old friend Kevin Mayer to consult on the future of streaming at the company as it moves closer to its planned merger with WarnerMedia CEO David Zaslav said Wednesday. He said Mayer has committed has committed to bringing his expertise on windowing and packaging and the like acquired during his experience launching Disney Plus to the company, which will help the team fine-tune its direct-to-consumer strategy. Kevin has a big brain, Zaslav said, joking about how the executive is busy with various jobs, including as chairman of sports streamer DAZN. He's super excited about getting in the car with us. Zaslav also made it official that Discovery CFO Gunnar Wiedefels, I'm probably butchering that, will serve as CFO of the merged Warner Brothers Discovery. Zaslav said Discovery's third quarter earnings conference call that the merger partners were well on track for a mid-2020 close. So pretty much when they start filming the Penguin series, that's when the merger full-on happens. Let's see. Well, he said Wiedefels said that combined firms' debt burden would be lower than originally expected, making the executive team even more optimistic about their ability to quickly reduce the post-merger debt load. Yeah, because anytime this shit happens, you're going in like in the negative. You're definitely going in the negative, but apparently it's not going to be as bad as they originally projected, so that's pretty good. Zaslav told analysts that based on the latest operational and strategic diligence providing more insight on AT&T's financial trends, his team now expects debt leverage of or below 4.5 times upon the merger close rather than the original expected 5 times. The promised reduction of that to 3 times could therefore happen meaningfully sooner than what we articulated in May, he added. Back then, management said that it would be achievable about 2 years after the deal closed. Yeah, remember he talked about the 2-year thing? Like he was going to get the subscriber count and the worldwide push for HBO Max, get it all out there. Yeah, so there's a bunch of numbers and stuff like that. Of course, we don't need to go over all that stuff. But what's interesting, though, and what's good is he's bringing in this mayor dude who helped launch Disney Plus. Smart. Now, of course, we still wonder about what's happening with Mr. Kylar, and I don't think there wasn't really anything mentioned in the article about Jason Kylar. Who knows if he's going to lose his job or not? I'm telling you though, the fact that this mayor dude is coming and going to consult on this, yeah, Toby is fucking gone. He's going to be gone. Bye, Toby. Where's that? I know I should get that drop of from The Office where Steve Carell is like, celebrating Toby and the character Toby for leaving. I'll get that drop. Once it happens, that's definitely going to be something I'm going to incorporate for sure, because there's just no way. Because Toby Emmerich, I mean, come on. He was supposed to be overlooking some of this stuff. He has not been doing a good job. Zaslav sees this, so he's bringing in somebody who helped get Disney Plus going. So, just saying, man. Yeah, just saying. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. First I heard, what are you talking about? Let's see. Denny got over it and only what are you guys talking about? Trying to see what you got. Toby and Ann were there. Eric and the cast gushing about Dune and about the sequel. I wonder what you guys are talking about. Zaslav pulls the Trump. You fired, Toby. You fired. So this is good. This is good news. This is good news because I even read too that Zaslav admitted that he's not too smart when it comes to a lot of this stuff. He knows how to run a company, but this is like a different kind of company. Of course, he ran Discovery, but this is fucking WarnerMedia, guys. This is WarnerMedia. So, yeah, obviously it's a bigger, this is a bigger company, bigger pool. Okay, this is a fucking ocean that he's going from a pool to an ocean, a big pool, but going out to an ocean. So he's going to need some help. And this mayor dude sounds like it's smart. Bring this guy in, expertise, Disney Plus. Why the fuck not? Why not? So Hamada sets budgets and passes along to Emmerich. Yeah, but Emmerich was supposed to be like watching over some of the content that was going on HBO Max, right? So I'm just saying, time is ticking for Toby, I think. I don't know what's going on with Ann and the same thing with Hamada, but I just anytime that something comes out with this, it just seems like, okay, Toby's he ain't going to survive. He ain't going to survive this, okay? And he shouldn't. And it's going to be great. We're all going to be, we should all, gather together the day it happens outside of Warner Brothers and just hold up signs. Bye, Toby. See ya. Thanks for being a douche and not knowing what the fuck fans want or anything. Be nice. So it's great. Yeah, I think I think Toby just, his time is limited. His time seems to be limited, but we'll see. But it just seems like this is a good move right here for Zaslav. So we'll see what happens. All right, let's talk about Gal Gadot. She just landed a new big role. And a lot of people are kind of like, huh? But a lot of people are excited for it. We should be excited for it. But, I don't know how much we need another. This is like another Snow White live action. And we had Snow White and the Huntsman, which was a different kind of Snow White, which I thought was pretty cool. It was unique. But now they're just like, no, we're just going to do the traditional Snow White. All right. Well, that's cool, I guess. So here it is right here from Deadline. Gal Gadot to play evil queen in Disney's live action Snow White. While her latest tentpole Red Notice is set for its big Hollywood premiere tonight. Oh, that's happening tonight. So she'll get asked a ton of questions. Gal Gadot looks to have found her next project that is sure to be the fairest of them all. Sources tell Deadline that Gadot is in the final negotiations to play the evil queen in Disney's live-action adaptation of Snow White, the one that started it all for the studio's legendary slate of animated features. Rachel Zegler is set to play the titular role with Mark Webb directing. Oh, yeah, that's right. Mark Webb is directing that. Well, good for him. And Mark Platt producing. Production is expected to start in 2022. So there you go. So a lot of people are kind of going like, well, what the hell? Mirror, mirror on the wall. Come on. How is it, she's too goddamn beautiful. She's too beautiful. How could Gal Gadot play this role? She's so gorgeous. And yes, I agree with you. She's stunning. Yes, 100%. Colin Farrell's Penguin. That's why when I was talking about that, you better believe they're going to ugly her up. I like this a lot because she's playing a villain, and I think they're going to try to ugly her up a little bit, which I say good. Let's see it. Let's see it, gal. Show. I mean, you're fucking Wonder Woman, for God's sakes. So I like it. I like it a lot. I think this is a good move for her, to be honest. I mean, it's another big role. And then I'm just saying that with her being so beautiful, they're going to ugly her up a little bit. And she's going to do hopefully some good acting. Let's show some chops, because I know some people kind of go like, oh, yeah, her acting, sometimes. But, she's improving. Definitely is. So, and, I think this is a cool move. Dave, the story, the point is the evil queen is gorgeous. They're not going to ugly her up. I think they should. Maybe they should a little bit. Make her a little bit ugly up. Yeah, I'm trying. I don't even remember the Snow White story, to be honest. I haven't seen it forever, but I'm just saying, ugly her up a little bit. Make her not as good looking. Why not? That's what I'm thinking. Challenge it. Don't make her so gal looking. I say just ugly her up a little bit. Add some, I don't know. Obviously, if they're going to make her look like, obviously, yes. When you look at this, she's not a super ugly character. Of course, they're going to probably have a costume that looks like that. But, man, I don't know. Make her look a little more just evil. I don't know. What do you think? Warner Brothers, okay, you guys are still talking about Warner Brothers. No, but I'm just saying, what makes do something that just makes her look fucking evil, Because you see her face and it's just and I think she could pull it off because when you see her mad face, in Wonder Woman or whatever the hell you've seen her in, she's got a good mad face. She's got a good mad evil face. Yeah, so I'm just saying. Do something like that. But anyways, congratulations to Gal. I think she'll knock it out. She'll definitely knock it out. I don't know if when it comes to the Disney live actions, I've never been really a fan, but hey, I'll still check it out because it's Gal Gadot. Sure. Matt Smith. So this poor guy right here. Remember that, Matt Smith, not only was he, supposed to have a pivotal role in like the new kind of, remember when Terminator Genesis came out and he had some random role where he did something to change the timeline or whatever? And he was supposed to be pivotal. Like, everybody was wondering if he was actually like a human form of Skynet or something. And he had a very brief role in the beginning of like Terminator Genesis. And there was supposed to be more because they wanted to do like an entire trilogy or whatever the fuck. And obviously that didn't go anywhere. It's like, oh, well, that sucks. But he was also cast, of course, in Star Wars, Rise of Skywalker. And then sadly, that didn't happen either. And when he was on the podcast right here, on Josh Horowitz podcast right here, Happy, Sad, Confused, he asked him about it. So this is what he had to say about it right here. So this is interesting. It's very interesting.
You were going to be in the Rise of Skywalker. Matt, did you ever shoot any Star Wars scenes?
No, I didn't. There was, we were close to me being in it, but then it never quite happened. I think the thing they were thinking of me for, eventually the part became, it became obsolete and they didn't need it. And so I never got to be in Star Wars. There we are.
That sucks.
Wait, what? Here's conjecture. Was this Palpatine's son? Was that who you were playing?
I could not possibly say. But it was a pretty groovy thing.
Man.
It was a really groovy part and concept.
Groovy part.
It was a big thing. It was like a big story detail, like a transformative Star Wars story detail.
Transformative story.
It never quite got over the line.
No, I can't deal with this. I'm gonna have nightmares about this now.
Yeah, none of us can because of what happened in Rise of Skywalker.
It was a big shift in the history of the franchise.
I need you to stop talking. You're getting me angrier every successive word.
I know. There we are.
Did you ever get into like costume? Was there a costume test? Like how far away did you get?
There was no
costume. Never got it.
There was no costume. There were a couple of meetings.
Exploding rubber ducky. Shut up.
And
please.
The good part is you still have your Star Wars eligibility card, so and it's a long career.
Well, maybe I can come back. You never know. I mean, if God, to come back as that like.
And then, of course, the feed starts cutting out.
This is the worst. This is the worst possible time for the phone to cut out. Just so you know, the worst possible time.
Oh God, I hope. Sorry, it's because I'm in Spain and the internet's really shoddy.
It's really shoddy.
Oh,
just sad. Just sad right there, man. And Rubber Ducky, I don't know why you keep on saying another Sam Benjamin. Who the fuck heard about Sam Benjamin for? This guy was literally a Doctor Who, and people know who he actually is. Jesus Christ. Show some respect. But anyways, yeah. So, any bets on who he was? Was he son of Palpatine? Was he a younger Palpatine? I don't know. There's a lot of things. A lot of people were maybe it was going to be something, associated with Rey. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? I could actually see him play a young Palpatine. Yeah, I know. Kind of seems like it. Was there going to be some kind of flashback, some kind of time thing? I don't know. It's just but what this shows you right here is like there was kind of a plan, but then they just fucking they lost their shit after the reception of Last Jedi. They just went all stupid and said, JJ, please rescue us, come back, oh my God, and then we got Rise of Skywalker, which was okay, but it was a mess, absolute mess. So I don't know. No, I don't think he was playing just a stormtrooper. I think he actually had something. About because he's got that voice, and that voice, that accent is very much a part of Star Wars. That British accent, I guess you could say. But I don't know. But yeah, I mean, very well could be. But then again, you never know. Maybe could be right. Maybe he was just a stormtrooper. But it seems like when it came to stormtrooper roles, that went to like just guys that wanted to be stormtroopers. Like, yeah, didn't Tom Hardy have one and Daniel Craig? Didn't they have their time to shine as a stormtrooper? Now, I don't think he was an actual stormtrooper. I think he was actually going to be something interesting, but I don't know if we'll ever find out. Matt Smith as a Brainiac, that's pretty interesting. I think he gave, I really enjoyed him in Last Night in Soho. He was a pretty evil son of a bitch, pretty, he played a good role in there, so I can see him as that. But I do like him as Clock King. That'd be cool if he played a live action Clock King. We were talking about that because we just covered that in Batman the Fan Animated Stream, Clock King episode. Kind of cool to see him, but I think it's just because the way he's dressed. Even like when you see him right here, like when he's in Doctor Who, I mean, he kind of has already that Clock King attire. He's just got to put the hat on and the glasses. So, but a mess behind the scenes with what? I asked you. Oh, okay, you're talking about something else. But anyways, poor Matt Smith. Come on now. Release the Matt Smith. Well, he didn't shoot anything, so it doesn't really matter. So, anyways, release the JJ cut. I don't even. Is that even still a thing? Remember how that was a thing for like half a day? The only thing I loved about that was the fact that the Snyder cut made its way into the culture, into pop culture so much that anytime that that's all we keep on saying is say release the whatever cut. That's just like such a thing right now. That's what's so great about it. But if there is a JJ cut, cool. But I do not think we'll ever see that. The Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy, they're moving forward, which of course it's working because their series seem to be killing it. So, but poor Matt Smith. All right, last thing. Let's. I guess we got a little rumored update when it comes to the Green Lantern series. It's from a Luminurdy, or whatever the hell, Luminerd. They posted something, and a lot of us kind of wondering like what exactly is happening with this Green Lantern series. But so I mean, you got to take it with a grain of salt because these guys are not always right, just like with everything, Scoopies, At least they're not like those other people that other website that has nerd in their title. But it says right here, Green Lantern series to be darker in tone than initially expected. Exclusive! I hate it when they put exclusive, though. It's like, why? This exclusive? You have an exclusive rumor? Cool. Good for you. And how was it? DC has a ton of exciting content coming out in the next few years with films like The Batman and Black Adam, as well as shows like Peacemaker and the Green Lantern series. Not too much has been revealed about the Green Lantern series by DC, with the series being one of the few upcoming projects not to be featured during DC fandom. Yeah, that was a little weird. I mean, we even watched that thing yesterday with the DCU slate and whatchamacallit. Yeah, in the past, and it's funny because what's happening with the Green Lantern Corps movie, too. In the past, we have managed to dig up some exciting news about the series and have continued looking for more. Now we've managed to uncover. They make it seem like they went on a fucking treasure hunt, Isn't that funny? Like when you read a sentence like that, we managed to dig up this exciting news. We trenched to the far corners of the world. That's right. We went through these tombs, went through the booby traps, and we dug up this news. Jesus Christ, get to the fucking point, huh? Now we've managed to uncover some very intriguing information that may change what fans expect about the upcoming series. We at the Illuminati have exclusively learned an intriguing new piece of information about the upcoming Green Lantern series. According to our sources, the Green Lantern series on HBO Max may be a bit darker than first imagined. It will apparently be akin to the Watchmen event series in tone. So, there you go. Let's hope this is correct. Let's hope it's not going to be, obviously when it comes to this Green Lantern series and anything that's Green Lantern, when it comes to the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern, yes. I mean, even though it's not as bad, when you go back and watch that, it's not as bad as we originally, thought it was. You can go back and watch, you can find some good about it. And it was actually pretty popular on Netflix, apparently. It was like trending on Netflix, the Green Lantern movie. It seemed like they had certain pieces in the right places, but then, the script was crap and everything like that, and Jeff Johns just doesn't know how to fucking make a movie. That's the thing. It's like, yeah, Johns, you did good by coming up with some of these stories. Of course, you have iconic stories in the DC universe, sure, but you need to stay away from the movies, definitely, and TV. Okay, I have yet to finish Titans because the writing just seems to get worse. That's why I haven't finished it yet. That's why I have not. But anyways, so this is interesting. If it's going to be that tone, if it's going to be that dark in tone, I don't know if it's going to go that dark. It seems like when it comes to Watchmen, the Watchmen series, I mean, that dealt with like some political things, and I don't know if it's going to get that dark, but then again, maybe it will. Maybe that's the way to go when it comes to this Green Lantern universe that they want to build, because obviously it's going to be jumping from timelines. It's going to be in the past, present day, and then of course there's a movie that's supposed to like link up to it. I don't know if that's still going to be the case. I've told you guys I heard things about that and how they linked up and how awesome that would be, because obviously we don't have Hal and Stewart in the series. That was going to be saved for the movie. They're going to be saved for the movie. But there was a chance that probably, most likely, that they would show up at the end of season 1 and then it would lead into the movie. I don't know. I don't know if that was still going to be the case. Who knows? Wait, Green Lantern getting dark? Yeah, I know. Yeah, just keep Jeff Johns away from it. It's like, yeah, we could reference his old work, but when it comes to the new stuff, it's like, no. Johns, stay away from it, which I think, I don't know. Who knows if he's going to still be attached to it? I don't know the whole full details on that. I know he's still behind Stargirl. I don't know. It's all very much up in the air. But I really hope that this is true. But take it with a grain of salt, because even though they dug it up, they went to the ends of the earth to dig up this information. You know, and it's still from a source, and we don't know what the source is, and you got to take it with a grain of salt. That's what it is. So Green Lantern is going to be dark like Watchmen. Why the hell not let Zack do his John Stewart scene? I know, right? Yeah, that whole thing just didn't make sense. Again, but that was way back when, you know? Well, that wasn't way back when. That was actually not way back when. That was more recent. But still, yeah, it is weird. Like, why even do that? Why even do that? Like, why just prevent him from doing something like that? It's just so weird. So it's so very strange. They were okay with yeah, knock yourself out with Martian Manhunter. We're not going to do anything with that. But Green Lantern, they're like, no, can't touch Green Lantern. Sorry. It's weird. Yeah, Martian Manhunter, knock yourself out. Yeah, we don't care. Green Lantern, though, They don't know what the fuck a multiverse is. That's what it is. You know, but you think God, it's just so stupid. But hey, what can you do? We will see the scene when the merger happens. Yeah. No, like I said, we won't. We'll probably see the still shot, the finished still shot, but we got to remember that the still shot finished, full on scene not finished. Sadly, but what can you do? Anyways, guys, so there you go. That was all the topics for today. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. Let's go to the Twitter questions, See what's going on with the Twitter questions. Before we wrap this up for this week of Film Junkie Lives, man, I can't believe David Ayer just comes out of nowhere and goes, hey, check this out, guys. If I could find my freaking, I can't even find, there it is. All right. Boop. All right, let's see here. See what you guys have to say. Mr. Eric. Yo, Dave. So with Emmerich getting the boot and Disney Plus guy helping run HBO Max, now he's consulting. I'm thinking about all the MCU and Star Wars content exclusive to Disney Plus. Star Wars pretty much lives on Disney Plus now. So does that mean more new DCU stuff on HBO Max? Well, I mean, there's already a lot of stuff coming to HBO Max, like DC stuff. I mean, pretty much anything. I mean, we got Black Canary, we got Batgirl, we got spinoffs. Then we got spinoffs, of course, from the Batman. I mean, there is already a lot of content. I mean, he's already making moves. This could already be a part of it. He could already be consulting with Kevin Mayer, being like, hey, what do you think we should do with this, and this? But yeah, I'm sure we'll get more stuff, and hopefully, yeah, we'll get some like Superman stuff too. Well, we already got a Superman thing, Val Zod. But I don't know. We'll see what happens with the other Supermans. Darren, Mr. Laugh Now, Cry Later. Do you think that Discovery will eventually call Zack to a meeting to see if they can continue his JL story in any way possible? Possibly. Like I said, I mean, Zack is going to be busy for the next 5 to 6 years. So whatever he wants to do with his story, We'll see. We'll see. I mean, personally, I think, I've been saying is like, just turn it into a graphic novel if you can't do anything else. Turn that whole thing into a bunch of books, illustrated by Jim Lee. I saw Dave doing this with with his boys the other day. What the fuck is even happening right here? Just people acting like idiots. It's not in America, though. Those are... Wow. What the hell are they even doing? It's like when race cars, before they start racing, they warm up their tires like that. Interesting. Ryan, not sure if you have talked about it, but did you see that Mr. Esposito recently said about working with Gina on Mondo? Kind words. Still have hope that things might fall into place. I loved working with her. She's warm and beautiful and wonderful, and I don't care what her politics are. Thank you, Mr. Esposito. I love the fact that she came to acting late and that she was so raw and original and beautiful, and I just think she's a lovely person, so I shout her out, and I say she's one of my favorites. There you go. Obviously, this quote can get him canceled nowadays, which is so fucking stupid, but I love that he said, and I don't care about her politics. It's the way it should be. Okay? The way it should be. It should be about the person's character, not their fucking politics. I don't agree with everybody's politics. People don't agree with my politics, but hey, guess what? We can still have a conversation and be cordial and be civil and everything, right? That's the problem nowadays, especially with those damn elections that were happening last night. There are people losing their shit. Anyways, Carrie and Eric, stop answering the questions. I'm supposed to answer the questions. Hi, Dave. Do you think Zaslav is going to be able to surgically remove the cancer that is Jeff Johns from Warner Brothers completely? Zaslav banning Johns from the lot would be true hope and optimism. Even with Jeff Johns' focus has been on TV, his influence is surely still there with Hamada. I don't know. He's pretty, when it comes to Johns, Hamada, look what he had to say, what he said to Fisher and everybody. It's like, yeah, we'll give you Whedon. We'll throw Whedon under the bus, but we can't throw Jeff Johns under the bus. That might be difficult. Because he's just DC royalty. He might still have that. That's what's so interesting about it. So I don't know. It's a good question. Joseph Cornelius. If there's one badass action movie legend Zach would cast in Rebel Moon, who would it be for you? Mine's Keanu Reeves, but that's probably too obvious. I know. Can you imagine if he cast Keanu Reeves in there? I don't know. That's a good question too. I don't know who I would like. Who would I want him to cast in there? Put on the spot. You actually came up with a good one. I'm actually going to agree with you. Keanu Reeves would be pretty awesome. How does God experience time? There you go. Q with the philosophical stuff. Taking the hits. And again, Eric, I'm supposed to answer the questions, not you. VF, do you think the Green Lantern series will be canceled after one season because of its high budget? No. They need this series. They need as much content on their streaming service as possible. They really do need it. So, let's see. Edward, do you play video games? What's your favorite? Don't really play video games, but when I did, I was playing the Arkham games, and I'll probably jump into it next year. Start streaming some of that. And that'll be fun. My apartment owner, rent? Yeah, I know. I got to go pay my rent right after this. Thank you for reminding me. Let's see. Mr. John Murdoch Wayne, highly doubt this would happen, but would love it, as I'd love Matt ever since I saw him in Doctor Who 11 years ago. If Zack Snyder can shoot an entire 5-minute scene in lockdown and partially on his driveway for Zack Snyder's Justice League, then Disney can film in Matt Smith's scenes for, but it depends on what it is. In his drive, it's partially his drive. Well, he shot the Green Lantern scene in his driveway, which is a very short scene. Yeah. I mean, you could do a lot with a green screen. You definitely could do a lot with a green screen because that'd be sweet, though. I just want him to actually say. I just want him to actually reveal what his character was supposed to be. But I think Kathleen Kennedy is going to be like she Amanda Wallered him. He's got like a chip on the back of his head, and it'll just go kapooey if he ends up saying something. So. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully he could sing one of these days. Anyways, guys, all right. It is Wednesday, so no Film Junkie Live tomorrow. I will be seeing Eternals, though, at 6 o'clock my time. And, of course, look forward to my first reaction review for that. Patreon people, I'll give you a little bonus audio this week over on Patreon, so look forward to that. You know, say some more stuff, some Thursday stuff, so... If you want to listen to it, of course, join the Patreon. But I appreciate you guys clicking in. Make sure you smash that like, thumbs up before you leave. Subscribe. If you want to become a member, hit the join button. And like I said, the Patreon's down there too. And of course, the Film Junkie Closet. So I'll see you guys Friday for the vodka stream, of course. We'll have some drinks. And we'll hopefully have some fun. And do a lot of chatting with everybody and all that stuff. So looking forward to it, definitely. Ooh, turn that down. Didn't mean for it to echo. All right, guys. Love you. And I'll talk to you later.